Day 5, fish and birds. So when I think about fish and birds and how that relates to our health, you guys are going to be like, she's really stretching here. I don't feel like it's a stretch anymore. Maybe you do, but I'm going to just go ahead and tell you what I think. So I think fish and birds just represents life in motion, constant movement, constant need for there to be this kind of fundamental layer of life, and that life actually requires layers of life, right? We can't be alive except for that we have this whole kind of healthy gut flora thing going on, and water moving through us, and cells moving, and enzymes, and all of these different pieces that hold us together. And the same is true of the earth, right? The earth cannot survive without all of these little things like bacteria and fungus and fish and birds and all of that. They are forming and doing some of the functions that are so fundamental to our survival and to the earth's balance and harmony. And so when we try to eliminate one because it's a pest, then it throws everything out of whack, and we have repercussions that we didn't even see coming, right? And the same is true in our bodies. The other function that fish and birds offer us is most of our fertilization comes from little creatures like fish and birds, and also we get to admire these beautiful things. So I think that's a really key element that we need to keep in mind, is that watching birds fly through the air can be very, very satisfying, right? And fish the same, right? And there's this element of just taking a step back and watching this life exist without our input, and watch it do beautiful things. And okay, so birds and fish are suppliers of amazing fertilizers, vitamins, and nutrients. From the eggs to the poop to the essential fatty acids, these represent some of the foundational parts of our nutrition. So when I think of a dove and its ability to fly above the treachery and not be reliant on man the way that many beasts are, it makes me just be in awe. You think about the dove that left Noah's Ark and brought back an olive branch. They wouldn't have known that, okay, we're gonna be okay, right? The birds sort of give us that sense of security and of hopefulness. By looking at the birds and the fish, we're better able to understand the four-dimensional space that we're a part of. We can see them and understand our physical limitations, but begin to also see the limitlessness of the Creator. So for me, when I think about this day, I think about how it's awe-inspiring just to watch a fish swim, but to know also what that fish is a part of. If it's in an ocean, there's all kinds of other little creatures that we can't even see and admire. And it's just this beautiful cycle and circle and balance that we could never have imagined, right? And that we're a part of. And so that is how I feel about day 5, and I hope that resonates with you. But I also, again, tying it back in to our own health, is really focusing on the nutrients that we have, enzymes, probiotics, microbiome, the things that are in us alive that we want to support and make sure we're giving it the respect that it deserves so that we can feel our best. And I'm going to talk about cypress. So cypress is an incredible oil that I feel like I don't use enough. Cypress is found in Isaiah 44:14. He cut down cedars, or perhaps took a cypress or an oak. He let it grow among the trees of the forest, or planted a pine, and the rain made it grow. Cypresses are an important part of Solomon's story too. He talks a lot about cypress trees, and cypress trees are beautiful, beautiful trees, and they offer a very sort of just calming smell, like a little bit like cedar wood or some of the other oils. In the biblical times, it was used to soothe arthritis and laryngitis and reduce scar tissue, and helps ease cramps. And one of the reasons it's so good for cramping is because it really encourages a lot of blood flow and circulation. So it's a really great tool if you're talking about circulatory issues. We use it a lot on our legs when they're not feeling like they're, circulating enough. For people who are dealing with varicose veins, it's an amazing tool to just apply topically and massage in on a regular basis. So people who are dealing with that kind of circulation, cypress is a huge tool. And it has a really nice smell. It's very cypressy. I'm going to put some cypress on. I don't turn to this one as much as I should, but it does smell amazing, very kind of piney and delicious. And there's lots of other ways you can use cypress. It's great in the diffuser as well. But it was a scriptural oil that they relied on pretty heavily. And don't forget, we are doing a giveaway for myrrh. 3 bottles of myrrh to 3 different lucky winners. Make sure you join in on that giveaway on our Instagram feed at The Schoolhouse Life.